Trust me, I won't leave. Trust me, I won't leave. Cause I don't got nowhere to go, and I don't got nowhere to be. Trust me, I won't leave. Trust me, I won't leave. Cause I don't got nowhere to go.
Alright, so let's talk about a trade I did yesterday, and it was really messed up because I don't know how I came out in the green because it halted on me, and honestly, and I was late to the game. So anyway, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so how to trade penny stocks, right? So what I look for is things to look for right here. This is where we're at. Okay, so I have a pre-market gapper scanner for penny stocks, and it popped up on my pre-market gapper scanner. Okay, so that caught my attention. So I looked at the volume. The next thing, okay, and the volume was over 500K in volume. I think it was like at 1 million already. And when I looked at the chart, okay, I gotta stop for a minute. Okay, so pre-market gapper, right? Volume was there, and the third thing I looked at was at the chart, okay? And you can see overnight it was basically doubling over price, so that caught my attention. And let's go back to our checklist. So it was a pre-market gapper, right? Volume was over 500K, and it was doubling basically in price overnight. Okay, so that's looking good. And it also had a catalyst, right? That's the next thing to look for. I wouldn't suggest trading a stock that has no news side to it. This had at least some kind of bullshit news. It was like positive drug data. It wasn't even that great. Honestly, I think it moved the way it did on Monday because there was honestly nothing else to play. So traders just kind of jumped on it, in my opinion. Okay, another important thing to look for in penny stocks is it a low float, right? Because usually low float runners just run. I mean, sometimes when they start running, they just start ripping. From my experience, just saying. So ASLN was not really a low float. It was 26 million, so it was 1 million over. But I can justify trading it because the volume was 15 million. So that's how much it traded that day. So the volume was there, which means it's gonna the price is gonna move very quickly up and down, right? So the price actions is gonna be there. So not a low float, but the volume was there. Okay, so that's why I justify trading it. And catalyst, like I said, had fluff news about positive drug data, some bullshit. So kind of all the ingredients were there. Okay, so look for a pre-market gapper. For me, it was doubling in price overnight, so that was another perk. Look for volume. Volume is key, over 500K at least. And a catalyst, it has to have some kind of catalyst tied to it. Also look for low float runners. Like I have on here, a low float runner is anything under basically 25 million. So look for the low float to be 25 million below, and that is a true low float runner. Volume, like I said, over 500K, and have some catalyst tied to it. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. But I would write this down and kind of look for those key things. And here's a screenshot from FinViz. You guys can just go to FinViz and put in the ticker, and you can look for the shares float. Okay, so like I said, look for anything under 25 million. Okay, and the volume, the average volume, and the volume it's trading at. Okay, so I justify trading ASLN that day because the volume was 15 million. Okay, so not too bad. So, but look for these key things. Okay, FinViz is a free website. You can look at any ticker. So I would recommend beginners to look at, and it's pretty easy to read. You can use this or Yahoo Finance. I use both basically. So that's kind of the ingredients to look for a penny stock. Um, and I went long. Oh my God. I swear to God, I can't go long and make money on higher cap stocks for some reason. But for, these cheaper ones or whatever, I can kind of like make money. It's weird. So I'm pretty proud of myself. This was a long position. As you guys know, I am mostly short bias. So anyway, so I'm just amazed. So, and my results, it was a risky trade. I was actually on the go. So I switched from my laptop to my mobile phone because I had to go fly. And when I got in my car, I pull up my app for Interactive Brokers, and this is what I got. So I bought 300 at 788, and I sold at 850. I put my sell order in right before I closed my laptop. So when I pulled up my mobile phone, I was hoping it just took it already, and it did. So I was so scared I was going to be like down so much. So basically, I think it was like $187 real quick. That's not bad. For beginners, you're going to be buying like what, 50 shares, 100 shares, maybe 300. So this is a realistic trade, right? You're not going to be making probably $500 a day starting off. That's just not realistic. I would shoot for like $10 to like maybe 100 starting out, and that is realistic. Okay, you're not going to be making $500 a day. There's no way. So, I mean, you might get lucky, but not going to be happening all the time. That's not realistic, unless you have a lot of capital. But I wouldn't recommend putting in that much money when you're starting off. Okay, I would start off with like $2,000 at least to short if you want, but realistically, like I said, $20 up to maybe $100 a day. That's not bad, right? So anyway, so that is my trade for Interactive Brokers. And like I said, I'm surprised I even made 7% because it was so fucked up. Really, it was like switch from my laptop to my mobile phone because I went to go fly. And by the way, I got my license to be a pilot, so that's exciting, right? So it's just been a crazy schedule for me, but I hope this outline helps. Just write it down, look for these things on FinViz, look for YouTube videos over what a low float is, all that stuff. There's free stuff out there, so that's what I would do. That was you guys, and I hope that helps. And next is my actual trade videos, and I hope that helps. Alright, so today's Monday, which is not the best day to day trade for me. I hate Mondays. But let's try it out for penny stocks today. So I have a scanner here for pre-market gappers. So today I'm going to be looking at ASLN and AKTX. Okay. The volume's pretty high in both of them, and they both have some kind of news tied to them, right? So that's clear. So they got volume and a catalyst, right? So first thing we do pre-market, you guys, is what I love to do, and I think every beginner should do this, is draw out your levels, right? Just, levels. Here's the bottom, right? So I drew here for a bottom. This is a resistance. Here's another resistance. Gosh dang. Okay. And here's another bottom right here. And we got another one right here. We'll just leave that right there. Okay. Make sure you check your levels so they match, right? On different time frames. So I had the 1 day, 1 year, and then we're on the 184-hour one, okay? Long term, very important to look at a stock overall, the big picture, right? So this had a major breakout, right? So, all right, so let's go back to here. It's pre-market, right? And okay, let's draw these yellow. I don't have to do this, but I think it helps for beginners. I just don't have that much time right now to go through every single one of these and, you know, do them all. Goddamn. Golden, right? So you know golden means long term, which means a very important key level, right? For breaks through, breaks down through it, right? Pre-market, we keep it red, right? So there's one, and here's a bottom for it, right? I'm gonna do this one right here. Okay, AKTRX already did that. So we're just gonna watch, see how they move. And so I'm gonna stop this, and then we'll get into the real live trade. All right, so the market's about to open, right? We're looking at these two pennies to play, right? I think this might be a runner, maybe short. Just depends how they move, right? So first thing, make sure they both have news tied to them, right? So ASLN does have news about positive, you know, drug study. AKTX, same thing. It has a positive phase 3, you know, drug study. So they both have a catalyst here, right? They're both positive, but we have to see how they react to the levels, right? Can they break through it or not? You know, things like that. So we're gonna get right into it here in a minute. And market's opening. We're just gonna see how the market's gonna react to it. I'm just setting this up on my interactive brokers, getting them ready. Okay. Okay, so this one seems to be what failed twice through. So it's gonna start breaking this key level, right? I'm gonna switch. Alright, so we're switching, guys. Feel like I might trade this one a little better. Let's do 5 minute on her. Okay, we're breaking down in 1 minute, okay? Actually, let's switch this to the long-term picture, right? Correct. So we're still breaking down. So we're way oversold. What alerts we got? Okay. So I'm not gonna get in yet because we're a little too much oversold for me, right? So
God, no word. I don't wanna see you in pain. Yeah, I don't wanna say your name in vain. Yeah, Shawty already knows that she's my babe. Yeah, Shawty already knows that she's my today, my tomorrow. Shawty's my miracle, my lotto. She always owns herself. I know my baby is a.
Oh, here we go. Okay, we're gonna go right in on ASLN. Goddamn. And we're gonna buy. Goddamn. 300 market. Submit. Yes. Come on, get me in there, you bitch. Alright, ASLN. Alright. Near resistance, I'm still in. Boom. When these start running, oh my god, they just start freaking running, I swear to god. Holy shit. 300 shares. That. We're gonna sell. We're gonna sell this because I gotta go anyways. Please sell me. Please sell me. Come on! Get me the hell out. I'm up pretty good. Oh God bless America.
She's the liquid that's been drowning all of my sorrows. Baby, yeah, tomorrow I'll see you tomorrow.
We're gonna cancel this, or I am fucking taking it. Canceled. Okay. Go back to my portfolio. We're up. Let's sell this motherfucker. Sell 300. Well, we don't know what's going to happen when it's released, right? So, that's a beautiful shot up. See, I lost interest because it really wasn't doing anything. And right when I looked at it, I see this big green candle, right? I was like, oh shit. Usually when these pennies do that, they just start ripping for some reason. So, got in, boom, right when I got in somewhere in here, it busted through a major, remember what I said, like a major, here's the golden line, so a major resistance. It broke right through it. So people are going to notice that it's just going to keep on going up, you know? So, yeah. So it is halted right now. And, I have my cell loader in, so I don't know what's going to happen. So hopefully it doesn't go back down to here, right? Because that would suck. And I have to actually go fly. So I had to quit this video and take this on the go, but I will let you guys know how this ended up. It's halted and I just can't wait any longer recording, so I gotta go. But I am still in, and I will trade off my phone, I guess. So